It is main event time on WCW Worldwide. That means we spin the ring here at the Disney MGM Studios. And as you take a look at the ring going around and around, we are set to go for tag team action. Here they come, the former tag team champions of the world, the Hollywood Blondes, Jesse Ventura.
You gotta love them, Tony. You gotta love them.
And there you take a look at Stunning Steve, a man who has a shot at Dustin Rhodes in the U.S. title and Halloween Havoc next Sunday. I'm sure Flying Brian is firmly behind his partner in hoping that Stunning Steve gets the U.S. title from Dustin.
And Dustin Rhodes had better watch out, because even though Stunning Steve Austin has been wrestling a tremendous amount of tag team wrestling, he still is a very accomplished wrestler in singles competition. And I personally think mechanically in the ring, he's better than Dustin Rhodes.
We'll find out. Last week, an attack by the Blondes on Ron Simmons prompted help from Ice Train, and now this week, Ice Train and Ron Simmons will be together in this big tag team matchup. It'll be Ron Simmons and Ice Train against the Hollywood Blondes. And I tell you what, you got power against finesse, quickness, speed, and downright dirty tactics.
And good looks.
Well, I think all four men are nice-looking young men, I would think. You don't agree with that, huh? Why are you looking at me like that? I tell you what, let's discuss it during the break and be back with a match in its entirety after this time out on Worldwide. You know, Jesse, for the past couple of weeks here on Worldwide, the Hollywood Blondes have been taking out their frustrations about the Nasty Boys on opponents. And now, last week, they attacked Ron Simmons. Ice Train came to his aid, and now Ron Simmons and Ice Train are together. And I know on good authority that Ron Simmons is Ice Train's idol.
He sure don't look very high, does he? It's nice to have an attainable idol.
Well, Ron Simmons is a former world heavyweight champion. I think that's something that everyone would like to obtain in this sport.
Well, right now, I think the problem arises, as you said, the Hollywood Blondes have antagonized a lot of people, and Ice Train might not be the type of guy you'd really like to go out and antagonize. What they need to do to this guy, though, is frustrate him. They don't dare match up strength with him or any of that type. They need to get him off his game, frustrate him, get him excited, get him angry, because that's when Ice Train will make a mistake.
Ice Train using the power now. And, you know, Jess, I wanted to ask you about the fact that Colonel Rob Parker, the manager of Sid Vicious, has shown a tremendous amount of interest in Stunning Steve. As a matter of fact, it's Colonel Rob Parker who claims he was the man that negotiated the contract to get Stunning Steve the title shot. No one can seem to deny or confirm this. That's very interesting, wouldn't you think?
Absolutely, it's interesting. The Colonel's no dummy, and the Colonel knows talent. And it's obviously he sees in Stunning Steve a tremendous amount of talent. He sees in Stunning Steve a man who very well, after Halloween Havoc, could be the United States heavyweight champion.
Well, he's right. Look at Ice Train absorbing the blows from Stunning Steve, and the big power man from Atlanta, Georgia, reaching for Stunning Steve, who calmly walked away.
And look at the coolness of the Hollywood Blondes. They get in trouble, they slide out of the ring. You know what I love about them? And the reason they're successful as tag team wrestlers, they wrestle on their terms. They get the match the way they want it to go. And that's really important, Tony. It's no different than if you look at football. You know, you want to dictate the tempo of the game. You see a lot of football teams, they use ball control. They hold on to that ball. Don't let the opponent get the ball. That's how you win games. That's how I watch the Hollywood Blondes wrestle as a tag team. They control the tempo of the matchup.
Ice Train continuing to pound away. And with an armbar.
There's a tag, and in comes the former heavyweight champion, Big Ron Simmons.
Ron Simmons and Ice Train make a formidable team. There's no denying that, Jesse. Just take a look at their power. But Stunning Steve fires back. Tags in Flying Brian. Oh!
Whoa! And what a greeting for Flying Brian. Hoisted 3 feet in the air and deposited back into the turnbuckle.
And he put the flat hand to the head of Ron Simmons and bites him on the bridge of the nose for crying out loud. What reason would he give for that? Oh.
What reason would he give?
Get the advantage, maybe?
Get the advantage on the match. That would be the reason. Whoa, and look at this press body slam.
The power of the former heavyweight champion of the world. And he puts Flying Brian in the corner with ease. Over the top goes Brian. Simmons ducked away. Big clothesline. 3-point stance.
Oh, and look at he's trying to cheap shot the knees.
Just taking him off his feet. Ron Simmons going up top. Flying Brian is dazed. Simmons.
Oh, but Stunning Steve caught him in the corner. He delayed too long in the corner. Stunning Steve pulled the leg out. Simmons goes down head first on the mat. And now we'll see if Ron Simmons can take the punishment. You know, Simmons is well aware on how to cheat. You notice his former coach at cheating, Bobby Bowden's, got the Seminoles #1 in the country again.
The way they've been running at the score on people, you think that's cheating for crying out to the midsection.
Hey, if anybody knows how to cheat, it's Bobby Bowden. And he taught everything he knows to Ron Simmons.
Tag is made, and here comes Flying Brian. Stomping right on the head now.
Little photography in there by Flying Brian. Follows it up with a boot to the ribs, another kick to the head.
No question about it, Jesse. I know you would agree. You talked about it before. The teamwork is impeccable of Flying Brian and Stunning Steve. That's why maybe they're not the champions right now, but still one of the most dominant teams the sport's ever seen, and a double team here. Choking Ron Simmons.
You got to remember something, though. They lost the title to who? The Horsemen.
Yep.
They technically didn't lose it because Flying Brian was injured. It was a substitution match. And, you know, the last match we talked about them shyster lawyers.
2 count.
Who should be more angry with those lawyers than the Hollywood Blondes? Nobody.
Fans, I want to remind you, next week it's Halloween Havoc weekend. It's next Sunday on pay-per-view, and here on Worldwide, 2 former television champions will battle. Ricky Steamboat one-on-one against Paul Orndorff, the Nasty Boy, Sid Vicious, and much more next week on Worldwide. Check your local listings from the Disney MGM Studios, and Ron Simmons with the power move, sending Stunning Steve over.
And boy, you won't want to miss Orndorff against the Dragon. What a matchup that ought to be next week.
Right hand, Stunning Steve in trouble. Simmons firing back. They're toe-to-toe in the ring. Back and forth they go. Simmons right hand, Austin. And Austin's getting the advantage. No, it's Simmons. And now it's Austin.
And Simmons fell back in his corner, makes a lucky tag to the Ice Train.
Ice Train clubbing both men. I think he missed Brian there, and Brian's back up, but now he goes down. We are almost out of time.
We got all 4 men in the ring.
We'll see you next week on Worldwide.